Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, January 1st, 2014. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 117. Want to start by wishing everyone a very happy new year, and I hope everyone's Christmas was absolutely fantastic. So, um, didn't do a video last week because it was Christmas, so I will post at the end of this video pictures of everything that was gifted for Christmas. It was a strictly handmade Christmas this year, so everything will be pictures at the end. I will hopefully be able to attach names to pictures so you'll know who received what. If not, well, then I guess you'll have to guess at it. Sorry. This is like the sixth time trying to do this video, so let's just hope it works out here, because this is it. So anyway, what's up for this year? Open Jen is hosting a vintage block of the month paper piecing quilt along, I guess you would call it. It's going to be really neat. They are vintage patterns that she's actually transitioned into paper piecing patterns. So if you're like me and you don't like to have to cut all those individual pieces and then piece them all together, go check it out. I'm sure it will be absolutely fantastic fun. And if you're interested, you can also message Open Jen with the colors that you have chosen for your blocks, and she can put them into her little magical software and actually show you what your quilt will look like when it's completed. So I think that would be really neat as well. So yeah, go check it out. Link in the description. All the information will be there that you need when you click on that link. So, right? Okay, yeah. Excuse me. This year, just recently actually, the end of last year, I joined a new group on Ravelry. It's called TGIF, or Thank God It's Finished. It is hosted by Erin, Give Me Yarn 418. It is a group where we can share works in progress, and then we can share the Thank God It's Finished product when it's done. Anybody who's worked on anything for a length of time, sometimes you're really saying, oh, thank God it is finished. I am glad to be done with that. So I've had a couple things like that this past year. So anyway, one of the special little things that we did in the group was a Christmas card swap for Christmas, which was really neat because you sent out a card and in it you sent a little gift of some sort, be it a recipe, a pattern, a gift for a pattern, or even a little gift-like thing, which was really cool. So I was like, wow, that was really neat. And I ended up sending out a recipe for some cookies because, when it comes to patterns, I don't really have enough to be able to gift everybody a pattern for money-wise. And knowing what they may be interested in. And then I don't have access to a printer, so I couldn't even print a really cool pattern out either. So I went with the recipe. And it's for a really good vanilla sugar cookie. So if anyone's interested in some absolutely delicious cookies that work well with any cutters, message me and I'll send it on through. Enough. So the next challenge that's up in the group is a shawl knit along or crochet along. You choose the shawl pattern, you choose the yarn. It starts today, it finishes up on February 14th. You can make 1 or 2 shawls, it's up to you. It can be knit, it can be crocheted. And anyone who watches my videos knows that I received some absolutely gorgeous yarn from Erin at one point in time. And I have been racking my brain since then trying to figure out what to do with it. It is sock weight yarn, and I was, yeah, I could make socks out of it. But I think of how absolutely beautiful this yarn is. And I'm like, do I really want to put this in a pair of shoes and be walking around on the floor with it? So, not really. Okay, I want something that I'm going to be able to admire it and enjoy it forever. So we were chatting on Facebook last night, and she was telling me, well, why don't you use, she had suggested the chroma. So this is the chroma she sent me. It's absolutely gorgeous colors. There's yellow, there's orange, there's a deep orangish red, there's green, and there's like a dark tan. It's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. she had suggested that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good idea, and it's so soft. And then I was thinking of this, which is the Frog Tree Petty Boo that she sent me in this absolutely gorgeous pink. Sorry, I'm trying to time myself here. Which is also fingering weight yarn and is absolutely gorgeously soft. So she had suggested a couple patterns, and then I went looking today and I found a pattern. It's called Dragonfly Wings, and it's an absolutely gorgeous pattern, and it uses fingering weight yarn, and either one of these would give me enough to do it. So the dilemma is, do I want to make one shawl out of each one, or do I want to just choose one? So I don't know. I'm really considering making a shawl out of each one because they're both absolutely gorgeous. So we'll see what happens. You'll be seeing. So that's the next thing that's up in the challenge with that group. So we'll see. So what do I have that I can show you? One of the things I have to show you that I've done, I actually forgot to show in my last video, and my son brought it to my attention when it was too late. We've had some snow and we've had some cold temperatures, and he came down because he was going to be shoveling that night, and he was like, I don't have anything for my hands. And I'm like, oh great. So I decided to make him a pair of mittens real quick, and I didn't want anything fancy or special, or just a pair of mittens that can go on his hands, keep his hands warm while he's out shoveling. So I took my fingerless glove pattern that I created, and I started using that as the base. And laugh all you want at these mittens, but here they are. They are done in, I do believe it's Red Heart. It is an old yarn. I've had this yarn for what seems like forever. But it's a cream, tan, and brown color mix. As you can see, fingers are squared off. I didn't worry about all this decreasing of stitches and stuff like that. All these are used for is just going out and shoveling. He said they worked absolutely fantastically well, which is a good thing. They kept his fingers nice and warm. So now when he needs to go out and shovel, he has a pair of mittens that actually has a bottom that looks like a shovel. Sorry. So yeah, there's a pair of mittens I made. They need improvement, but for what he needed them for, they worked. So then we've had some really cold temperatures, and my daughter is like me. She's not a hat person. And I'm saying, you need something to protect your ears. Okay, they can get frostbite out there when it's that cold. So she did have an ear warmer that she had bought that she was using, and she couldn't find it. So I went into my pattern a day knit calendar, and I found 2 patterns for ear warmers. I gave her her choice, and this is the one she chose. And these are the colors she chose. It is color work, as you can see on the wrong side. It adds that little bit of extra warmth, though, carrying the yarn over. But there's that. It only took me, a couple hours to make. It was really simple, actually. And she said it works really well. So that's all that matters. All that matters, in my opinion, as long as it keeps her ears warm. The only other thing I have to show that's done is I was on Ravelry and I was looking through the doll patterns, and I like, I'm not really into fancy dolls. If I have fancy dolls, all they're going to do is sit on a shelf, They either have to be creepy or they have to be cute and soft and cuddly. Excuse me. So, I ran into a pattern called Cuddle Dolly. I believe it is, or Cuddly Doll, or something to that effect. I'll put the link in the description if you want to go check it out. So I decided to make one, and here she is. She is soft and cuddly. Yes, she's not perfect, but, she's mine, and she's soft and cuddly. I don't remember the name of the yarn. It's a Deborah Norville yarn, though, and it's really super, super soft. And then I've just got the Red Heart yarn for the face and the little hands, and a little bit for the hat, because I actually ran out at the very top. But there she is. She's soft and cuddly. She's actually supposed to be worked flat, and then you do seam that would go in the middle of the back here. I actually worked the pattern in the round. I I seem as little as possible. So there she is. Other than that, that's all I have to show you. I'm just going to show you real quick. The bracelet I'm wearing was actually done by my daughter. I don't know how well you can see that. My shoulder is killing me right now, so this is this has got to come to a close here before I croak. But I had purchased with some money I had received one of the looms that you can make the bracelets with the rubber bands on, and my daughter has been having a fantastic time. We actually went to Rite Aid, and she was able to purchase two of them for the same amount I paid for one. But she's been having a ball with it. I don't really have time because I'm pushing 11 minutes now, and I still have to put the pictures up of the Christmas gifts. So next week I will find a way to display every one of the bracelets and stuff that has been made using these looms. Maybe do a little, uh, what do you call that thing? Maybe do a little review of the loom itself if anyone might be interested. But that will have to be for next week because this video is already long enough. So anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap it up. I've talked long enough. Hopefully you'll stay tuned to see the pictures of the gifts that were gifted to everyone. And other than that, it's up to you. I won't force you. I won't come hold a gun to your head or tie you to a chair and duct tape your mouth shut to make you watch it. It's up to you. So anyway, enough said. I look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, I'm out. As for you, it is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one. And I will see you all next week. Okay, bye.